bar has stayed open. They've got a subscription to watch this game, and they're all there watching. So when he comes on, there'll be plenty of noise in Ireland. Carlisle, terrific. Little gift to the man that played so much as a dog and is now loved as a bomber. Over the top to Zaharakis, and they can open their account in their own right. Should have earned nominations for Goal of the Week. But Zaharakis should become the goal kicker. He does. He's pleased. So too are Essendon fans. Early to Bagley.
Chapman's come back on the ground straight to Yaron, and they're meeting acquaintances again.
Well, Collier, a hero last week. Terrific article on the paper about him and Howlett. What a wonderful kick from Collier. Well done, Howlett. So Ben Howlett, game 100, looking for his first. Bombers second, no problem. Bombers in front. Target Goddard has drifted down. He's ignored. Again, it's Ambrose and Danaher.
There's the new rule, and that's against Yaron for stepping and just trying to take the run there of Danaher.
Well, this is all going on. Danaher tries to bring up the Bombers third, and does. Well done, Joe. Tries to work his way through. A couple of Bombers out the back. Hurley just does enough to keep Henderson off the ball, and the handball was good enough from Hooker. It's worked back to a man who's done it for so long. Terrific to Watson. He's got a couple of leading players. Short option is on. That's how you deliver the football. Extraordinary stuff. He's missed a couple recently with just general tiredness. 40 next month. As Zaharakis searches for his second. It's coming back. It's good enough. Bombers in front by one major.
Against the Blues. So, as Hayne mentioned, Essendon back to a goal in front, and Wood, who continues to try hard, beaten for it that time or two ago. Hibbard finds the footy cleanly, but again the kick into the man in front for the Blues. Simpson, Yaron, they both got hands on it. Still alive now. Howlett feeds it back for Hibbard. Just looking for a clean contest here. Hibbard, high ball to the square, off the ground. Chapman the goal.
Is a goal.
So how about this
Please
from
just check
Chappie?
that it isn't touched on the line.
Off the bench, onto the ground, out of mid-air.
There's your concussion test right there.
Just want to check to see if it's touched. That's what we're doing. It's out, it's a goal.
If you're quick enough to pick that up.
This is what the review's for, mate.
Oh, that's brilliant. Bottom left is the angle that tells us the most, and it tells us it's a goal.
That's what I'm saying, Basil. There's your concussion test.
The half man handled by Rowe. Umpire lets it roll on. Cripps, Watson to beat. Handball comes to Cooney. Takes on Ellard. Did a good job. Put boot to ball.
Actually did a very good job. He sort of burrowed in under the arm here of Jamison and really forced Jamison almost to give a free kick away to spoil the ball.
Well, plenty of chat. Game 100. Looking for goal 2. Looks pretty neat and tidy. Well done, the boy from Donnybrook. The Bombers by 11 on a Saturday over at the G. Well, jumping was Cripps, but it was Carlisle who had the height. What a player he has become for the Bombers. Bell Chambers didn't get first touch on it, but got the last, and it suddenly becomes influential. So from the tall to the short to Collier to the old and the bald.
That's great running, isn't it? All the players coming up the ground, leaving that space.
Well, it's unconventional, but it's how he feels comfortable. Chappie, he's a good player. He gets his second.
He's a great reader of the ball in the air. And he's very strong overhead.
Well, the Bombers at the moment working it quite easily down the ground. Fletcher, Stanton. Now, this is the key kick. Stanton, no problem, finds Danaher, and he needs to take responsibility here and go back and slot. You know it's going to end up going to Carlisle, to Ambrose, to Danaher, or maybe a small forward, and it's all pretty systematic. With the Blues, you never know quite how it's going to unfold. So Danaher, he's getting help from Matty Lloyd, and it looks like Matty's helping out in a very big way.
Which is the gap then that they wanted to attack through.
Well, the Gibbs kick, not as he would have liked, and suddenly Hibbert again looking inside. Goddard this time, as we so often see him leading the play to the ball, arms out, clean taken. Normally a neat finisher. Still searching for the Holy Grail. Now he's hoping that success will come with a red sash and a 9 on his back. Goddard, what a player, what a finish.
Decided advantage now in that component of the game.
Well, it's Heppel suddenly with time on the clock, and that finish is just superb. Didn't overkick it, got it all the way to the line. And you talk about Merritt coming and looking like...
Just get a replay of this, Hannah. Just watch it was almost like a set play the way they set this up. He's been tagged by Carazzo. There's the first tap. Chappie comes forward. Hep on the move and a clinical finish. Just watch this again. There's bang, up, inside, finish.
Training drill stuff.
It is. Look, they would do that at training. Clubs would do that type of movement from a stoppage at training.
So at the moment, looks to be a lower leg injury.
Well, Watson thought about it, then again. Such a target in the first 3 weeks of this 2015 season.
And conversely, Carlton just don't seem to have the same system.
So minus score only for Jake Carlisle this afternoon. Well, Danaher didn't move. Straight over his head, the ball flies. Bombers, the first of the third. Doherty into the hands of Bell. And then to Judd. Well, Henderson out-muscled by Hurley, who's starting to make a name for himself as a defender. Collier, he's making a name for himself, running all around the ground. Watson, who's a part of the stoppage. He was the third man up. Now he's delivering it inside 50. Well done, Zaharakis.
To kick a set shot.
This for 3. And David Zaharakis extends the margin. 32 points again. He's got 3 for the afternoon.
So they can attack again. Bagley was breaking. It didn't go that way. Not a great kick in from Gleeson. It might work out perfectly. Stanton over the top. Goddard in game 250. Watson, the skipper, goes short again. Terrific play by the Bombers.
Butchered. And then just skipped over the top right there.
Right there. It brings Essendon into play. The Carlton defenders are in the right position.
So this for the biggest lead of the match. He's kicked 2-1 this afternoon. He's looked dangerous, looked lively, and looks really accurate. That's a great kick, and it is the biggest lead of the game.
Does the roving short ball. Well, left behind by Cripps. Stanton makes him pay. Drop the football. Watson, clever little flick to Ambrose. Hurried kick forward. Simpson's got to stand up. Did a good job.
Oh. Here it is. Yeah. Gee, there wasn't much in it. It's stiff.
Surely there's a debutant clause on that. Another goal to the Bombers. Right on the side.
Stoppage, Carlton.
I'm not sure whether it's been a huge step backwards given what we've seen from the Blues, but it certainly hasn't been a progressive afternoon for Carlton. They trail by 35, and you sense the margin will grow. Watson, he's a serious player.
So Watson on the end of it, the skipper. His 32nd disposal. His opening goal, 32, and Watson, they go together in it.
Is what the Bombers will see as their MO for the rest of the afternoon. Goddard through the middle. One will snuff out the Blues. Collier, the hero last week, just dances around. That's, well, he's kept possession, happy to mop up some time too. Now Merritt, if he can find a jumper, regardless of whether they kick a goal or not, it'll finish the Blues. They can't find a jumper. The Blues still alive, only just. Now they're dead.